Hi.
Okie dokie, we're all set.
Okay, so does everyone have their mat, their strap, their stretchy band? If we have dumbbells, we'll need those towards the end, but we can always go run and get them. And then that should be it. Alrighty. Okay, so let's all start with our hamstring stretch. So bring your strap around your foot. Bring your leg straight up towards the ceiling. Your other leg's going to be down flat. Get a stretch in the back of your thigh of the leg that's up in the air. Lori, you can do this sitting in your chair, leaning forward.
Yep, I am.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
All right, we're gonna hold this for 60 seconds. And welcome, Ellen. She's new.
Hi, Ellen. Well,
Hi there.
Ellen.
It's been a few years. I used to come in person, but I'm glad to be back now.
Okay. How did everyone do after last week? Okay.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
Yep.
Good.
Okay. All right, let's take your leg away from your body. Feel the groin stretch. And Lori, you can do your side lunge stretch.
Oh, whoops, wrong leg.
And then we'll take the leg across the body. Keep your hip anchored down.
It's okay. I'm just a little bit off, but it's okay. I'm getting everything done
Okay, do your own thing.
with my mouth shut.
Okay, good idea. So Ellen, what made you blow the dust off of your expired classes?
Well, I just figured you guys were open. I wasn't thinking about Zoom classes. I was just thinking you were probably open in person. And
Yep.
I'm struggling to get going again. I gained some weight during the pandemic, which is not good for the knees.
No,
And you came to mind.
got it.
Yay.
Yep.
Yeah, good thinking.
Okay, let's go into
This is a great
Four.
class.
figure 4 stretch here.
What is figure 4 again?
So look, can you see the other ladies? So you cross one leg over the other and hug your knee towards your chest.
Oh, I know that from yoga. Yeah.
Yeah.
So same left leg.
Yeah, do everything on whatever side you started on. I don't know what side everyone's on.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been doing this Zoom class since I think about a year now, right? It was last July, I think we started it up again.
That's awesome.
And I've never stopped being open for PT, but fitness and wellness kind of came to an end. And then everyone decided that doing it on Zoom was better because they didn't have to take the time to drive here and everyone had everything at home and
Right,
not exposing each other to anything. And
right.
so,
It's one of the big discoveries during the pandemic that many things are easier and better done from your home.
yep, a very efficient use of time.
Yep.
But just because you're remote doesn't mean Danielle won't keep you on your toes.
I remember
He
that
can
from
spot
before.
a bad band at 50 paces.
All right, so let's switch sides, hamstring stretch on the other side. Okay, let's take the leg away from the body, groin stretch. Are you in a dress or just a really long shirt, Lori?
It's a really long t-shirt.
It fits you like a dress.
I know, I can wear it as a dress. It's perfect. It's one of these one size fits all. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
Got it.
right.
thought it's a sleep shirt, really.
Got it.
That's how it's
I'm glad you dressed up for us today with your.
Yeah, I did. I got all dressed up in what I slept in last night and the night before.
Oh, goodness. All right, let's go across the body for the IT band stretch. Oh, goodness gracious.
No, it's perfect for wearing this thing around my neck. It's just easy
Yeah,
to go to the bathroom and everything.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a figure 4 stretch.
And I'll get you an appointment and email you, okay? Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, so then let's go ahead and lie on our side. We're gonna do the quad stretch. If you are having knee stiffness, use the strap to pull your heel towards your butt.
Oh, good, all right. We'll see.
So make sure you keep your thighs parallel. Make sure you keep your core and your buttocks tight. And get a nice stretch in the front of your thigh.
Just pulling on the foot like I am.
Yep, and then keep your thighs parallel, your core tight, your butt tight, and then you can pull your whole thigh back to feel the stretch if you're not feeling it. Everybody's level of flexibility is different, so just find a pull from the front of your knee to the front of your hip. And Lori's had shoulder surgery, so she does her own version of everything that's not lying down.
Yeah, don't look at me.
Yeah, don't copy Lori. Okay. Okay, so let's go over to the other side. Maybe put it kind of on an angle so they can see to the side too. The camera. Okay, so now whatever band you use for clams at home, let's put that on just above your thighs, but we're gonna start with bridges. I got my trusty assistant already ready to do them down here on the ground. So you're gonna put your stretchy resistance band on just above your knees. Or you're gonna keep it at your ankles and you'll do the standing back kicks.
Okay.
But, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna do feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart. You're gonna bridge up to the top of your bridge. You're gonna open your knees beyond hip width. Bring them back to hip width and then lower yourself down. We're gonna do that for 90 seconds. And at the end of 90 seconds, you're gonna stay up and you're gonna just open, close for 30 more seconds. So we're gonna do 2 minutes of this. So Lori, I'll probably have you just switch legs at 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And so we're going up and down during that.
You're going up and down for the first 90 seconds, and then the last 30 seconds, you're gonna stay. Okay,
Okay.
so ready, go. So you're gonna bridge up, knees wider than hip width, back to parallel and down slow. As you're opening the knees beyond hip width, make sure you don't lose height in your bum lift. Keep that butt up nice and high. And Lori, just kick back into the resistance. I'll tell you, just go straight back, Lori. You're
Oh,
gonna,
just straight back.
there you go,
Okay.
for your butt.
Okay. Oh, yeah, my butt feels it.
Yeah, I'll tell you to switch in a minute.
Okay.
Try not to lose height as those legs spread apart. Keep those cheeks squeezing tight, pressing the hips to the ceiling. Should not be feeling it in your low back. Feel it in
Are we
your
supposed to
butt.
go out and in?
Huh?
Are we supposed to go out and in?
Yes, and then lower yourself back down.
Oh, okay.
Legs. So you're gonna bridge up, spread the legs apart, don't lose the height, back together, and then down. In 10 seconds, we're gonna just stay up though. Okay, so everyone come to the top, stay there, and you're just gonna open, close, but don't lose the height for the last 30 seconds here. Keep those tushy muscles pressing the hips up to the ceiling. Feel that burn. 10 more seconds. Keep those buns up high. Don't drop. And down. Okay, so now we're gonna keep the band there. We're gonna roll on to the side and do clamshells. Get your hips stacked, shoulders stacked, perpendicular to the ground. Lori, you can now do your side kicks.
Okay.
Okay, and so you can do the same thing everyone's doing. All right, feet stay together, hips stay perpendicular to the ground. Keep your belly button drawn in tight. We're gonna go 90 seconds. Ready, go. So on your own pace, pause at the top, down real slow. Don't let your band win. Pause at the top, down real slow. Make sure as you get tired, your hips don't roll back off of perpendicular. Keep them stacked to the ground. Looks like Gail's feeling it in the right spot. She's putting her hand right in the right spot.
It's to keep my hip from going backwards.
Okay, that's good too. A sensor works if you can't feel it otherwise. It's good. Lori, you're giving up already?
Man, it's harder this way. I can't wait to get back down on the mat. Much harder.
You only made it 45 seconds.
Oh, I'm not surprised. It was hard. Oh. I'll wait till you start.
I'll take a rest.
Yeah, I need it. Oh, man.
10 more seconds. Okay, let's switch sides. Okay, ready, go. Make sure your descent is the equal pace from the top all the way down. Don't let the first couple inches drop faster than the rest. That's where most of the work is. Keep the work going. Lori, that's 45 seconds, just so you know.
Oh my God.
I heard you moaning and groaning.
I know it's so hard. I don't know why it's so much harder.
Like,
Man,
your arm's twice as long.
what?
The lever arm is twice as long since you have it at your ankle instead of your knee.
Oh, that's it. No wonder. Okay, I'm sitting down. Oh, man. Ah. Whew. Oh, wipe out. Oh.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take the band off. The next one we're gonna do is we're gonna go down into all fours. Want to do the circles? And so on all fours, we're going to do hip circles. Okay, so you're gonna have your hands right under your shoulders. You're gonna have your knees right under your hips. You're gonna take one leg and bring it straight back. And you're gonna make circles, and we're gonna go clockwise for 45 seconds. And then we're gonna do counterclockwise for 45 seconds. Okay, now Lori, you can just do standing circles with your leg.
Okay,
holding onto the chair for balance.
okay, good, good.
All right, so but you need to double up your mat. If your wrists need to be on the firm ground and not on the mat, let's do that too. We don't need wrist pain here. Okay, so get your hands right under your shoulders, pull that belly button towards your spine, take one leg back and go clockwise. Make the movement come from the hip, draw the circle with your foot. And only move fast enough to keep your core stable. So belly button should be moved up towards your spine. Your pelvis shouldn't be moving too much. Draw a circle with the hip. Make sure the back's not drooping. Keep that belly button pulled up. Okay, that's 45. Do you take a break or go straight into the other direction?
Great.
Break, okay.
You asked.
Okay, legs straight, opposite. I believe counterclockwise, but in case you did it dyslexic, just do the opposite circle you were already doing.
I'm getting a cramp in my foot. Ow. The other foot, that's weird.
You're digging in with your toes on the ground. Use your core more. 5 more
I
seconds.
guess.
And rest, okay? If you need to do a little child's pose, do a little child's pose for a second, and then we'll do the other side. So that one's hard, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do the other side. Get stacked up, draw that belly button in, leg back. Let's go clockwise first. Ready, go. Five more seconds. Okay, rest a little bit. Now we'll go the other direction. We haven't done this one in a while. Everybody's
No, we haven't.
fetal position very promptly. Okay, counterclockwise. Belly button in, ready, go. Ten more seconds. Keep that core tight. Don't let the back sag. Keep the pelvis level. And done. Take a quick second to rest again if you need to. Uh-oh.
God, you're killing me today.
Your butt's on fire.
Yes, and my
I think-
legs are
I
just,
think in the end, my circles turned into squares.
Or egg shaped or something. We don't know what was happening. All right. Everyone have small dumbbells handy, like 3 to 5 pounds, maybe 8 if you want to be buff.
Mine are a little light, but it's all I have.
Okay. All right. So next what we're gonna do, going to squat with overhead press. We're gonna do a chair squat with an overhead press. So chairs are usually a standard height, about 18 inches high. And what you're gonna do is you're going to try to get in and out of the chair without using your hands. And then when you stand up, you're gonna do an overhead press. So you're gonna stand up and then take the weights overhead, bring them back down slowly by your sides, sit back down, stand up, overhead press. Okay,
I'm
so
going to get a
this
chair.
spot where you can do that in your home. And Lori, maybe you can do a stand up shoulder blade squeeze, sit back down or something.
oh yeah, good
Or
idea.
a shrug, mix one of your other exercises in.
Good.
Okay,
So are the weights straight out?
no, you're gonna keep them by your side and then bring them
Okay,
up overhead,
okay.
back down.
All right.
But you get kind of a
How
bike
many?
curl in there too. We're gonna do it for 90 seconds so everyone can go at their own pace.
Okay.
Okay, has everyone got their setup? Okay. So weights stay by your side. As you stand up, you bend your elbows, push overhead, lower them back down to the front of your shoulders and down. Okay, ready, go. Nice and slow at your own pace. Try not to crash land onto your chair. Make sure there's always the light of day between your knees. Don't let your knees collapse in. Reach your butt back like you're sitting onto a dirty public toilet, but then you don't actually want to sit on it. Uh-oh, moaning and groaning. Go at your own pace. If you get tired, take a break. Someone have music practice going on in the background?
Yes, my neighbor is practicing her French horn.
Oh, you can hear
Oh,
it
lucky
that
you.
loud?
Huh?
You can hear it that much at your house?
My back door is open.
Ah,
We live pretty close. She's
good. It's
right
hard to tell.
No.
No, okay, that's kind of what it sounded like. Okay, good. All right, so now we just need one of the dumbbells unless you want to try to hold both in one hand if yours are very light. We're gonna do a little arms today. So you're gonna get into a staggered stance. Your hand's gonna be on your knee, your arm's gonna be glued into your side. The work is up here, holding the dumbbell, my pinky side of my hand towards the ceiling. This is the rest, letting my arm hang straight down, perpendicular to the ground, parallel to the ground, perpendicular to the ground, parallel to the ground, perpendicular to the ground. Okay, trying to work on our triceps. It's tank top season, ladies. Let's get those triceps.
So the extended knee is bent a little bit?
Yeah, you're just gonna kind of have a staggered stance here, nice and sturdy. You're gonna lean your torso forward, at least on a 45. Keep that elbow glued in and go straight. We're gonna try to go 90 seconds on each side. Okay, ready, go. Don't fall, Gail. Hang on to something if you need to. Focus more on the up than the curl forward. So you don't have to do a bicep curl. You're just gonna go perpendicular to the ground, parallel to the ground. So Gail, don't do a bicep curl. Focus on the holding it up in the back, just stop, yeah, lower.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah, you don't have to do the curl forward. We'll try to go 90 seconds. If you get tired, stop. I know this is not most women's strong suit here. Laura, you look scared when you do that. It's like.
My hip is hurting me more than my arm.
Uh-oh,
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
No, it hurts.
Okay, so let's rest for a second and then you can switch your legs so they get a little break too. Switch arms.
Not gonna lean down so far.
Okay, ready? Go.
I hear little birdies sing.
Those are outside my window.
Oh,
My birds are singing too.
oh, nice.
It's more pleasant than the French horn.
Yeah. That's a tough instrument.
Yeah, I have a 2-year-old and a like 8-week-old behind me, and it's like constant bloody murder screaming.
Oh,
Horrible.
Oh,
they'll grow
I
up.
open my door for a second. I'm like, nope, close it again. Okay, good. So then next I want to do is the calf raises. So if you can have something very lightly to hang on to for balance, we're going to do single leg calf raise. And so we're going to focus on standing on one leg, keep your knee locked. You're going to rise up onto your tippy toes, pause at the top, down slow. Don't come crashing down, okay? Try to keep your knee locked. Don't let the knee buckle or bend as you go up onto your toe. Okay, so we're gonna go 90 seconds on each side again. Control your own pace. All right, ready, go. Keep that knee locked. Focus your energy on going straight up. Don't go on like a 45, like an airplane taking off. Straight up towards the ceiling. I think we have like the perfect time. We'll be able to finish the calf stretch tonight. So Alan, is this as fun as you remembered?
It's more fun than I remembered.
Oh,
I
good,
think I might be able to move tomorrow.
good. As long as your knee doesn't hurt, I'm happy.
Yeah. It's good because this will get me back into doing this stuff on my own again.
Yep.
I know it's a shocker to hear that I haven't been religiously doing this every day since I last saw you.
No one's ever asked you to do it every day. Most of the time I ask you every other day. I know there's other things we want to do for fun. But if you can get into doing it 3 times a week, you will be more successful.
Yep.
Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. Core tight, thigh tight, butt tight, ready, go. Can you finally squeeze the ball now, Lori?
Oh, yeah, each time I was going up, I'd squeeze. Yeah, oh,
Okay.
yeah, I can squeeze it all the way now.
Good.
Yeah, I've really been practicing.
Good.
Yeah, each time I go up, I squeeze.
Do you get to start PT next week?
No, August 2nd.
Oh, wow. You kind of have a month.
I have 2 more weeks, 2 weeks and a day of this thing
Ugh.
before I go back.
Okay.
I have 15 days, counting down the days.
They gotta make one of those little paper chains. You tear it
Yeah,
like you did as a kid for waiting for holidays.
right. What's that thing at Christmas time where you open up a little,
The advent calendar with the chocolates.
yeah.
The calendar, yeah.
All right, let's finish with your calf stretch. So let's go into runner stretch. One leg forward, one leg back. Make sure your toes are both facing straight ahead. We're gonna do a minute on each side. I'll be able to tell you to switch if we start now.
What is this? Are we leaning on the chair?
Calf stretch, runner stretch. You can use a wall, you can use a chair. Make sure your feet are straight ahead, feeling that calf stretch in the back leg. You'll have to count your last minute because once again, Danielle ran out of time.
Thank you very much again.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good class, Danielle.
Glad I was here.
Always a pleasure to make your butt burn.
And my hips and my thighs
And my thighs, and my abs sometimes,
and my calves.
and my calves. Good. Sounds like a well-rounded workout. And today we did a little arms too.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, go ahead and switch sides. You're counting this last minute because you're gonna get cut off in like 10